Steve here. Hope you're doing well. Obviously, the markets are a bit crazy and different, and if you're unable to trade some of your regular things during this time, I just want to kind of give you a potential thing to look at as the markets are crazy, and they probably will be crazy for a bit. But basically, the orders on the close, so that last 5 minutes or so, when the market is at its highs or right near its highs for the day, you tend to get follow through that last 5 minutes, and the same is for the reverse side of things. If it's at its lows or near its lows, you'll see it. So anyway, I've traded this a bit in the futures, but I've traded it also on Nadex. You can do either. You'd want to do some out of the money stuff, and obviously with 5 minutes to go, the market still can move a significant amount, which I'll show here in a second. But anyway, so this is the open on Monday, or excuse me, on Tuesday, the 10th. So right here, and this is the close of this bar here is 355. So the idea here is you're at the highs of the day to go long by, and you can see it went from 24,902 to 24,989. So up about 87 points in those 5 minutes. So you can do that. Next one you can look at is the 11th. I don't think it's good a deal, but opens over here. This is around a little after 3. It does come back a decent amount. This is the 350 bar, so 350 to 355. You can see there's a big spike and a spike down, and then this is 355. So the 355 was still in the overall direction, but again, not super close to that area. You know, you're still 250 points away, so not ideal in my book. Next one here is March 12th open. It spiked down here, kind of made a base here. This is the 350 price, or 355 price right there. It's still a bit of ways away from the lows of the day, and this was a big down day, but a massive last 5 minutes from 497 all the way down to 129. So 300 and some odd points. This is for the Dow on it. Again, not exact. You're not right at the highs or right at the lows, but fairly close, and it worked out here. Much clearer one is the Friday. So this is the open here. This is the this is a 350 price, or 350 to 355. Obviously, you're streaking pretty hard, and you're well above the highs. And you can see it took a big swing, 22,837 to 23,96. So over 200 points on the Dow in this particular case. Now, if you're trading futures in this particular case, you're gonna have to have a huge stop, and that's the way futures are right now. Having large stops, but on Nadex, this was a nice trade. And also, if you see something like this, say 357, 358, you can get even better prices if the move has not happened. So like on this particular trade, since it was near its highs, I placed some additional entries when the market was here. I didn't necessarily expect that big a move, but I figured it would close at a green bar. And then yesterday, which was Monday, this is not the open. Here's the open, but market low was here, pops up. This is the 350 to 355 bar, so right at the lows, and you can see that next 355 to 4 o'clock bar, a nice big down move of just about 200 points on it. So Pricing is obviously going to be crazy on Nadex as well, so you're going to have to look for a decent size move. But watch for these things. Stay safe in your own trading. Stay safe in your health. Hopefully, you're all doing well. But that is something to look for. I expect this type of volatility to last a while. It doesn't just shut off, after a week or two. Especially with the volatility that we've had and all the additional changes that have happened. So volatility will be here for a little bit, but I would only do this if it's at its highs or lows. So, if it's kind of in the middle range or this is where it's at, I wouldn't take it. So it's not an everyday type of deal. But if it's near its highs or it's near its lows, within striking distance or at its highs for the day or lows for the day, I would look to that. And that doesn't necessarily mean that it's up or down. So you might have the market, be down 1,000 points here, and then say it's up over here, and it's still down, say 200 points for the day. But for the futures side of things, it's actually, at its highs for the day since the open. So those are things to keep in mind as well. But ideally, it's at its highs or lows for the day, and hopefully you can make some money doing that over the next little while. Take care.